I knew I was gay by the time I was 17. I studied history at St. Stephen's College. My concentration was studying history of every civilization. As you're reading, you find lots of things that strike you and say that, oh, there's something here, there's your own gaydar working, you know, that there's something here.
I grew up in Delhi, so I went to the school called Springdale's. Then I joined Miranda House and did BA and MA from there. Then I started teaching in Miranda House, and then I taught at the English department, Delhi University. Did my PhD from Delhi University. The first attraction to a girl, which I was clearly an attraction, I was 18 years old. I wrote a lot of poetry to her and I gave her that poetry, so it was clear to her. But even though I was doing all that, I didn't think of it as love in the Wuthering Heights sense of the word.
Various points in time, met different people who would say, yeah, let's take the scene out of the park. Let's take it out of the dark. Let's take it out of the place where people don't have to invent names. The group had started getting bigger.
Around 87, I met various gay men. Saleem was one of them later. So around 87, I met all these gay men. Then in that group, there were a couple of lesbians who would come, but mostly they were men.
When we met, we started discussing, as among other things, the research that both of us had done till then, and looked at each other's materials that we had.
He took a piece of paper and we just started writing down what are the things we could include if we did a book like this. And that time we hardly had any names. It was a lot of reading, I remember we went on one holiday to the hills together for a week or so, and I took the whole Mahabharata in translation. It was like volumes and volumes of it. And he took whatever he was reading and we sat there and read and read.
What we tried to achieve was, you know, to look at the issue of sexuality and to find its presence in our culture and civilization. And the approach that we followed, because we knew we'd be attacked, that we had to be on very, very firm ground.
We came to the conclusion in the book, both Saleem and I, that that all comes from the colonial period. It's not homosexuality which is imported from the West, it is homophobia or negative attitudes which are imported from the West. It's very, very important that the law changed. I think it's very important because like Vikram said, being a criminal in your own country, I mean, it's a whole different, being treated as a criminal for no reason at all is really stupid.
The case in itself had radicalized so many people and created such a huge cadre. You know, there were times when there was almost no one willing to speak. Suddenly there were so many people, so many voices, so many opinions, people willing to write, to speak, to march, to be present in the court, that one felt, hamari zimmedari khatam.